Hey guys, we're leaving for Sedona today. I just got everything changed over and the light on the refrigerator came on. It's good now. Turned it off and on and switched propane tanks, but it said
check.
It was on check.
There's a check light on it we've never seen come on before, so it's important to always check everything before you go.
Alright, so we just got to a spot here in Sedona. We're going to boondock for a couple nights. That's the plan.
Yeah. We're on 525. It's a fire road off of 89A, just like southwest of Sedona. From our little bit of research, I think this is one of the most popular places to boondock.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. There's several cars scattered throughout. I'll put a link in the down below for people that want to check it out.
It's Thursday. We got here about 12:30 in what month is it?
It's February.
Mid-February, beginning of February.
Beginning of February. That's okay.
All right, beginning of February, and it still was. I wouldn't call it crowded, but we passed on the first couple big spots so that we would have a more secluded spot. Also, the views get better as you go back. But Mike, how's the road?
The road's pretty bumpy. We didn't get a great view, but we got an okay view.
It's still
so
pretty, and we'll walk some.
We're gonna get set up here and
see what fell over in the camper.
See what fell over. Oh, I was gonna do that.
Well, I'll be.
Oh.
Go.
Just a pillow. Oh. This came open, but oh well.
Does.
Well, that's
probably what I was thinking.
a lot less dramatic than I thought it would be.
Not bad.
Well, unbelievably, the site is actually level.
I don't know if it's the site so much as Mike's great parking job.
Oh my god.
Look at that. We're never this level even at like one of our sites.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'll take it.
All right. And Callie approves of the site?
Yes.
All right, so we got to our boondocking spot, found a decent one. I got it all set up, ate some food because that's important. And we only have a couple hours, I guess like 4 hours of daylight left, so instead of doing like a big hike or anything, we had a couple people in the park recommend Jerome, Arizona, which we've never heard of. Looks like it's just an old mining town that's pretty small population, but one of its nicknames is the most vertical city. One of the guys that recommended it to us is a construction guy, and he was just blown away by how the city was built and like how vertical, I guess, how vertical it is. So we're gonna go check that out, walk around a little bit. Yeah,
that's it.
That's all I got. We're surviving Callie's terrible gas, so that's exciting.
I did. Nice.
Furthest advantage I can.
Let's see it.
Yep, nope. Hit the wall. day 2. It's probably 9ish, I don't know, in the morning.
Yeah.
All of 40ish degrees.
Oh, it's cold this morning.
It's brisk. But we're doing Devil's Bridge, getting an early start. The parking lot was already almost full, so start early.
Definitely get here early. I couldn't imagine on the weekend what it would be like.
4 miles round trip. Shouldn't be a bad hike. Hopefully warm up a little.
Yeah. Callie's cold too, so we'll see how it goes.
We're concerned about her, not ourselves. Not at all.
So we're wrapping up day 2 here. We just got back from Chapel of the Holy Cross.
The chapel on the hill.
It was really cool.
Really cool. I learned the lady that designed it, she was a student of Frank Lloyd Wright, which I love. And she was originally planning to build it, I believe, in Belgium, and then World War II happened. And so she said, well, I guess I'll do it in my hometown of Sedona. And it's like just gorgeous.
It's
cool.
Really interesting.
Like, the chapel itself is pretty small, but there were also a couple like high school choirs while we were there, and that was really neat.
Yeah, and we did the Devil's Bridge this morning, which is really cool. So, insider's tip for Devil's Bridge: get there early as you can.
Yeah.
Because parking is limited, and getting across the bridge and getting your picture taken and stuff may be a challenge.
We got there at, I think, just after 8:30.
Yeah.
And so we were coming down at like 10 o'clock, and we passed, it's only like 2 miles in and out, and 2 miles out. And we passed probably 60 people on the way out.
It was crazy how busy it got just in that couple hours.
And the trail isn't terribly wide once you get past the road, so it could be not an enjoyable hike.
Yeah.
We're at our boondocking site. How do you feel about where we're boondocking?
Yeah, the boondocking site we got is really cool. We actually have one neighbor, and it's about 5:30, and so far, fingers crossed,
Nobody else.
Nobody else has
Second
got
night.
here.
Yeah.
So, and tomorrow we're going into Sedona. We have an RV spot there. We decided that we're gonna get our regular RV spot in town for one night, so we can talk more about that tomorrow.
Alright.
So we're leaving our boondocking site right outside of Sedona. We got like an hour to kill or so. So we decided to check out the Sedona Wetlands Preserve, which is right off the highway just outside of Sedona. So we're just gonna walk around here for a little bit.
I realized it wasn't, sorry.
Take the dog, have the dog run around, and yeah, see how this is.
Mike, where are we at?
Talakapaki.
We just got back. We spent those first 2 nights boondocking, and then the last night we stayed at Rancho Sedona RV Park, which is right downtown, or uptown Sedona. We learned that. So it was really nice to be able to walk places.
Nice. Yeah, it was expensive.
It was the most rules. They had the most rules that we've ever seen.
Yeah, it was kind of
Your dogs are not
ridiculous.
allowed to bark. No
Yeah.
barking. On the dog park like fence there was a sign that said no barking. Like, what do you do? How do you do that?
They had a really
Thankfully,
nice
Kelly doesn't bark, but
fire pit ring area with seats and stuff,
Yeah.
but there's no fires allowed.
with big signs that said sorry, no fires.
So, and that might be a Sedona thing. I'm
It
not really
probably
sure.
is.
But anyway,
It was
was
still
nice.
really nice, yeah.
It was nice. So, we're exhausted.
We got back today and no issues driving. It was a good drive. Thankful to Mike again for driving. Got parked in our spot and I said, "Where's Gus?"
All the stuff at our spot was gone.
Was gone. We usually leave, we've done this as long as we full-timed. We usually leave like a hose or cactus, or before it was a tree. We leave that stuff outside, the doormat, like we're obviously coming back.
Yeah, but I guess maintenance guys took some of it, but a couple people in the park thought that we had left permanently, so they took it upon themselves to make sure that nothing got left behind. So it's fine.
It's fine. Our stuff was just dispersed throughout the campground, and so
Yeah.
that was our initial, we just got back.
So,
So slight lesson learned, maybe don't do that, but we've always done that and it's never been a problem. And we got it all back and we have a cool story now.
yeah.
Cool story. Cool.
But anyway, so yeah, we had a blast. I really enjoyed boondocking.
Yeah.
Even
it's been
though
a
it
while
was
since we've
outside
done
of
that.
Sedona enough where it's, 30 minutes to get into town. It was just nice to be out there. It's free.
Yeah.
And we felt like we were camping as opposed to a lot of times how it is doing full-time RVing. You don't really even think about it.
Yeah.
So.
It's just your house. And the past couple trips we've done has been very crowded and people crowded, and just to be out there with like no noise and everything, it was nice.
So thanks for joining us on our trip to Sedona. If you guys have any comments, put those down below. We love to interact with people and try to share, what we learned and stuff like that. So feel free to ask us anything, or maybe tell us stuff that we missed, which I know we did miss a lot. There was a lot to do.
I feel like you could have spent like weeks there and still not hit up everything.
Yep. So see ya next time.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable.